You're watching the station that's working for you. Now, WMAR 2 News.
I'm Christian Schaefer with your WMAR 2 News update. A Candlelight Vigil is happening tonight in Northwest Baltimore to remember 4-year-old Malachi Lawson, whose body was found Saturday morning in a dumpster there. The boy's mother, Alicia Lawson, and her partner, Shatika Lawson, each face 11 criminal charges, including involuntary manslaughter and child abuse in connection with the little boy's death. According to the charging documents filed in this case, the two women say they were giving Malachi a bath when they noticed that it was burning him to the point that his skin was peeling off. That, they say, was on July 23rd. They told police that they tried to treat him instead of getting help because they were fearing that Child Protective Services might take the boy away. Alicia Lawson said this past Thursday that her son was then unresponsive in bed, and she told police that that's when she took his body to Northwest Baltimore via a Lyft driver and left him in that dumpster. Both of the Lawson women are being held without bail. That Candlelight Vigil, by the way, is tonight. 4533 North Rogers Avenue in Northwest Baltimore. All are welcome to attend. You're asked to bring red and blue balloons if you do go to that vigil. A local church is opening its doors to anyone who wants to pray for the victims of the 2 deadly mass shootings over the weekend in Texas and in Ohio. It's called And Times Like These Bible and Prayer Explosion Revival. The pastor of Liberty Seventh-day Adventist Church invites anyone who wants to pray for the victims and for an end to gun violence to come out to the church any night this week.
We're praying that not only would God touch the hearts of men and women, citizens and residents of the United States here in Baltimore, but we want to see that love would abide and that God's Spirit would be evident.
So yeah, the church is going to host those revivals every night through Saturday. They start at 7:15 each of those nights. On Monday, Governor Larry Hogan met with leaders from the FBI and other state crime officials talking about the violent crime crisis in Baltimore City. They were discussing ways to stop gangs and other criminal groups from operating in Baltimore. They also talked about the threat of white supremacists and racially motivated violent extremists after the shootings over the weekend in El Paso, Texas. The governor is calling on people in Maryland to condemn hate and racism in all forms. The Baltimore City Police Department has 29 new officer trainees. They started their training Monday morning at the City Police Academy. Commissioner Michael Harrison was there greeting each of those trainees. He shook their hands, asked where they're from, and then thanked them for choosing to become a police officer in Charm City.
All of you have said, not only is this what I want to do at a time like this, but this is where I want to be at a time like this. And while we will prepare them for worst case scenarios, we really want to train them to be really community minded and community focused.
I hope they're not tired in this video because this is just the start of 34 weeks of training. Baltimore Police Union claims, by the way, that the department is 500 officers short, doesn't even have enough officers to respond to 911 calls that come in now, much less the amount that would be needed to implement the new crime plan proposed by Commissioner Harrison.
And now from WMAR 2 News, Maryland's most accurate forecast.
Hello, I'm meteorologist Sabrina Fine. If you plan to be doing any push-ups like them, most likely you'll be sweating just as much because it's hot and it's humid, eventually leading to some thunderstorms yet again, but later on, this time, I'd say around dinner time. Haverty Grace, you're looking at mostly cloudy skies. We could see a few more breaks of sunshine, though, for today. We have an area of low pressure moving through the region. That's going to help spark a few of these thunderstorms, at least for today. Remember, though, we're not going to see widespread rain. It's really 30% shower chance. That means it's scattered, and not everyone will be dealing with it. Just keep that watchful eye to the sky, especially later on into the afternoon and evening hours. Our focus really is on this cold front that shall arrive tomorrow, and as it does so, that one brings the threat of severe weather. The main concern going to be some gusty winds. We could see them up to around 58 miles per hour, but the rain on Wednesday, we could see that anywhere from 1/4 of an inch to 1 inch in rainfall just in one day. Your futurecast for you for this morning, we're noticing that mostly cloudy skies. The showers will begin to pop, I'd say, close to around 7 o'clock and possibly ending right around 9 p.m. Watch the difference, though. Wednesday, we get that cold front closer, right? So here at 4 o'clock, now we're already looking at lighter rain coming our way. You can see pockets of yellow further out toward Pennsylvania. And now by 6:30, the pockets of yellow are over us in Annapolis and out over toward Shadyside. And so this is where we have that threat of severe weather, and we'll focus our concern of it on our Wednesday, and then we're done. And once that cold front's gone, I think most of it takes out all of the moisture along with it, although not really dropping our temperatures much. So for today, today, we'll notice 89 degrees by the afternoon hours. The evening, the storms begin to spark up, looking for 81. All of this after a high of 90, but when you factor in the humidity, feeling closer like the mid-90s. Wednesday, we increase the storm chance to 60%. That means it's more widespread. Thursday, we're only at 88 degrees, so it's not a big cool down. It takes us back to seasonal with early morning showers. Another front on down Friday, finally cooling us off for Saturday to the mid-80s. That's a look at your 7-day forecast. Christian?
Okay, Sabrina, thanks very much. Stick with us online at WMAR2news.com all day long for updates on top stories and breaking news. And for news and weather on the go, you can always download the WMAR2 News app. It's in the App Store. It's got live radar, and you can set up breaking news alerts to come straight to your phone. Thanks for watching. I'm Christian Schaefer.
This WMAR2 News Update is sponsored by Jones Junction,